The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather around the pit with your hosts, Johnnie Mags and Messy Mike. Let's talk barbecue.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you'd normally talk around the pit. As always, I'm joined by Messy Mike.
What's going on?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm all fanboyed out right now.
I am so excited for the show right now.
This is... I'm like a little schoolgirl right now.
Yeah.
You know, I can talk to somebody who's on my TV at least once a weekend.
Nice.
So, but yeah, how's things with you? All right?
Doing good.
Nice.
Hanging in there.
Just want to say hi, boys. Hi, Mike Jordan. Kent, what's up there, Dutch? Mike McLean, my buddy. Everybody's going right.
He's related to John McClane?
I don't know.
Okay.
Mike McLean, are you
He's
related
not related to John
McClane?
John McClane's from Die Hard.
Don't pull
John
this up.
McClane.
Okay, enough with you.
Well, how about Don McLean?
There you go.
Who's Don McClane?
Are you kidding me?
No.
Just jam this into your chest right now.
Some sort of musician.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
What's he sing?
The day the music died.
Okay.
American Pie.
Okay. I was wondering.
Not the movie, the song.
Correct.
But anyway, we got a huge show today for you, so let's get right to it. Our guest today, hailing out of Midland, Texas, owner of Up In Smoke BBQ company, restaurant and catering, TV personality from BBQ Pitmasters 2014, I believe, and also BBQ Pitmaster All-Stars, the one and only Junior Urias. Junior, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Junior.
I'm good. Everything's good.
I felt like that was like a boxing match intro right there.
I've been waiting to do this all day, brother.
Let's get ready. I can't say the whole thing.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, you can't now. We got to pay royalties for that.
That's right.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus.
I can handle Michael Buffer. Don't worry about it.
We're always ready to rumble. We're going to go.
Definitely. Junior, how are things?
Things are good.
Awesome.
You know,
So
we've been blessed in life so far, so
nice.
we always are.
So you just you opened up your restaurant, and
I did.
things going good, busy.
We are. We're super busy. You know, for my restaurant, I just started catering, so the catering's been really supporting my lifestyle, and I've made it a business. That's when I introduced and transitioned to the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Now, how many caterings do you do a week, would you say?
You know, that fluctuates. You know, like this week, we probably had 10 to 15 caterings this week.
Okay. Wow.
And they usually can average anywhere from 15-person pickup to about 200, 300 person event.
Okay. Now, do you do a lot of pickups, or do you do it like on-site stuff mostly, or is it 50-50?
It's 50-50. We get a little bit of both. We get a lot of pickups. We got 10 to 15-person pickup. We do that a lot. 20, 30-person pickup.
Mm-hmm.
We do it consistently. So that's almost every day.
Nice. Yeah, bulk ordering is beautiful.
Oh. So you're banging out almost, quick math real quick, almost 3 a day. That's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How many pounds?
It is.
How many pounds of meat you going through a week, would you say?
Well, and a given, maybe I'm going to reference brisket because that's the majority of what we do. But I want to say maybe anywhere from 30 to 40 briskets on a consistent base, give or take, on bigger events and stuff like that. Of course, we're going to go through more, but at least 20 to 40 briskets a week.
Nice.
And that's not even with the restaurant. The restaurant we're probably doing 20 for each opening, and the restaurant we do Friday and Saturday, 11 till 2, and we're just open them 3 hours for them 2 days. So total of 6 hours for the weekend.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That is great. Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, we have a small footprint. You know, our restaurant's not really big, but I built it to be able to produce a lot of food for the catering side, and also to expand with my the restaurant itself.
Yeah, I'd love the design is just beautiful. You know, the outdoor patio area, kind of like an in and out thing. It looks awesome. Looks awesome.
Yeah. Y'all need to check it out in person. It's a running machine, man.
I'll get there. We'll get there.
My wife's watching. Claudia, I need a road trip.
Yeah, we'll go.
I got to take the temperature on
June 22nd. We got to go to Midland.
Yeah, June 22nd is Junior Urias Day. We're gonna have a big, nice party, live music. You know, we're gonna be cooking whole hogs, cabritos, which is goats. Just a variety of different meats, beef ribs. We're going to do some brisket pastrami. So, I mean, it's just a good event. It's a fun event. Last year we had Harry Sue. He flew in for it. So, and you know, just anyone's welcome that loves cooking and wants to just hang out and have some fun.
Oh, that sounds like a blast.
So Junior, let's how did you start barbecuing, or how did you get involved? You know, were you kind of, you know, born into it with your family, always did, and, you know, you just grew up helping, or, you know, how'd you get bit by the bug?
The bug bit me, man. You know, it bit me at a young age. I was, you know, it all started roughly when I was about 12 years old. My dad, we lived in a small town, and at this small town, they always had camp meetings. And at these camp meetings, it was for the ranchers. The ranchers would gather around and pray for rain. So, and this all started like in the 1800s. So every year, the parties were getting bigger and bigger. And eventually, they got to the point where the ranchers couldn't keep up feeding the masses. So they started hiring help to do it. Well, my dad was going to these for about 30 years since I can remember. So I started going when I was about 12 years old. And of course, not doing much, just kind of going 2-3 hours, helping pick up plates, doing dishes and stuff like that. But everything that we're cooking, that these guys were cooking, was over fire. There was no electricity, nothing like that. Everything was over fire. The beans were made over fire. The coffee was made over fire, just like in the 1800s. They would cook sides of beef, man. I'm talking about a whole half cow was getting cooked on these smokers and stuff like that. And it wasn't even smokers. It was just basically over fire.
Cinder blocks.
Exactly. That's all it was.
Yep.
And, you know, that's how it started. I was 12 years old, and eventually going every year. This event was 7 days a week, once a year. And we would prep breakfast, lunch, and dinner for these the cowboys, the ranchers, and their family and friends and stuff like that. And at the particular camp that I was in, we would maybe about 400 to 600 persons, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 7 days.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's like 15 gentlemen, old. The majority were Mexican guys, but they were like old pitmaster guys. I mean, I got to learn from all these guys different techniques, different cooking styles. They didn't use a lot of seasonings and stuff like that, but I got to really learn how to cook beef properly in that aspect. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
So
now, how old?
Anyways,
how old were you when you entered your first competition?
It was in 2006. That's it's been a while back. You know, we just started going, having fun, and you know, not to be trying to win. We just went for the fun of it because we love to cook and stuff like that. So that's how I started going cook-offs, just for the fun of it, drinking some beer, hanging out with the guys, inviting everybody we could to come and eat and join us. You know, it's just having fun.
Oh yeah. Well, that's. I mean, competitions. You know, you got to be blessed if you're going to think you're going into competitions to make money at it. You know, most people do competitions for, like you said, you know, the friendships that you make. You know, you have a bunch of beers on a weekend, so it's a big party.
It is.
You know, that's fantastic. Yeah. Oh,
most definitely. You know, it is a big party, and then, you know, I used to sleep in back of my truck at these cook-offs. So yeah, I just had a small grill pit type deal that I bought and then I made. It wasn't much, but man, it was fun cooking in it. It was an upright rotisserie, actually like a Lazy Susan style pit that I had with the offset smoker. And you know what? I used to take that everywhere and kick ass with it. Eventually, when we started using it, people see me show up with that, and then you were here to kick ass. So, and the funny thing is that at these cook-offs, a lot of people ask me, I don't know if y'all see me, but sometimes I wear my boots with my pants tucked inside my.
You always wear the pants tucked inside the purple boots.
Let me tell you a true story about that. The true story behind that was, you know, I used to sleep in back of my truck, simple covers if it was cold or whatnot. To check the pit, I'd have to get out every 30 minutes. You know, it was an old school smoker, so there's no insulation or nothing like that. So it was all old school. Had to chunk wood in it all night, you know?
Yep.
So I would sleep in back of my truck, and to get out, whether it's raining or whatnot, I would put my boots on without taking them out. And anyways, the pants were always sticking in. So you know what? That became my style of checking my pits in the middle of the night. So.
Nice. Well, you wear it well. I could never pull that off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Great stories. Oh, we got a bunch of guys in the chat today. We got John from 1984 Barbecue, Kent, Bill from Chicken Fried.
So, Junior,
Chef Johnnie.
You got your rub for grub that's been out, and is Pay Dirt now out?
Funny you say that, Mike. You know, there's a big transition. I'm going through a big transition as far as my co-packers.
Okay.
I solidified my co-packer this year. I got a new one that we're working with, and we're still trying to get our ingredients to match up. It took forever for us to do that. So we're fixing to have the Pay Dirt and the Rub for Grub available again, once again, and other products we're going to get out on the market.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting.
But I mean, I can speak, personally that the Pay Dirt is one of my favorite rubs by far. I mean, it's unbelievable on anything, whether it's chicken, beef, ribs, anything. The Rub for Grub, I love just as much as the Pay Dirt. I use the Pay Dirt, for some of my stuff.
The Pay Dirt's the mason jar you gave me that I was doing the ribs with that day during football.
Yes. Yeah,
that is absolutely an incredible rub.
Oh, so much flavor. There's a little bite to it, but not too much. And I mean, and on chicken, it's to die for. Not just for brisket.
Phenomenal, right?
Oh yeah. I do chicken wings, and people rave about them all the time using that stuff. You know, I use your stuff on my pork butts, my briskets, and my chicken wings.
Nice.
Yeah, can't beat it. Yep.
You really can't. You know, the Junior's Rub for Grub is probably one of my best rubs out there, just because it's a simple rub. It's not as simple as far as the ingredients in it, but the flavors go so well with all meats.
Exactly.
And what's cool about it is it changes characters with each meat. So I think that's bad. I think that's badass, for it to be able to do that.
Oh,
so
100%.
You put it on brisket, the flavor will not be the same as if you were to put it on chicken. It just changes the entire chemical.
Oh yeah, and provides a nice color as well.
Correct. Right.
Yep.
Exactly. So, and the Pay Dirt's just as good. It's more a beef flavored, geared towards beef and chicken. Mm-hmm. But you can use on anything. It's all good.
Now, are you gonna? Do you have sauces available, or will you have?
No, not really.
Okay.
I do have a sauce that we use at the restaurant, and I think it's a good sauce. But it's more. I wouldn't say it's competition sauce. I think it's more restaurant style sauce. So we will put that out also. So it's gonna be cool, man.
Nice. What's obviously brisket, but besides brisket, what's another big seller over there? Sausage links?
It is. We make our own sausage, and sausage links is one of our best sellers. I think we sell more brisket, ribs, and then we're doing a lot of pork belly.
Ooh.
You know, pork belly is not a big deal here in Texas, but we're introducing it, and a lot of people are raving over it, and they love it, and it's becoming one of our top sellers.
Are you doing the pork belly burnt ends?
No, we're not. I'm cooking the pork belly whole,
and
slicing them just like a brisket slice.
Nice.
And man, it's awesome. It's Compart Duroc pork, so that's all we use at the restaurant. And man, it's phenomenal. It's to die for.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
That's a commercial.
That's the little bumper for a commercial.
Yep.
So,
we will
Junior,
be right back.
hold on one second.
Sure.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back in a minute.
Attention barbecue fans. If you're hankering for some meat when you're on the go, I'd like you to try Two Guys Beef Jerky. It's smokehouse cilantro beef jerky with fresh cilantro and a classic blend of spices and flavors. This smokehouse cilantro jerky will quickly become one of your favorites. One bite of this amazing jerky and you'll be hooked. A 3-ounce bag sells for $8 and will sell you 3 bags for just $19.98. That's a 20% savings, but that's not all. For our Pit Life BBQ listeners out there, we've got a special just for you. We'll throw in a bag of our bacon jerky free. This is fiery, sriracha-style bacon jerky, and it's addictive, and it's absolutely free. 3 bags of beef jerky and a bag of bacon jerky for just $19.98. That's a $12 savings right there, and that's still not all. Order now and put BBQ as your coupon code, and we'll even pick up the shipping. Go to twoguys.com/jerky. That's the number 2guys.com/jerky. Put 3 beef jerkies in your cart and put the coupon code BBQ and we'll automatically include a free bacon jerky and cover the shipping costs. 2guys.com/jerky. That's the number 2guys.com/jerky. 3 bags of the best beef jerky you ever tasted. It's 1 bag of the addictive bacon jerky and free shipping on the whole order. Order today because this offer expires soon. 2guys.com/jerky.
You're grooving there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And we're back.
Ready?
Please don't try to
Sounds
do any
like a
Barry
70s
White.
porn theme. I'm missing my mustache.
So, Junior, let's. Obviously, a lot of people know you from BBQ Pitmasters and this, see you on TV. How did you get involved in that?
I don't know. I did several auditions. You can do several. I did maybe 3 auditions before I was on. I started in 2011 auditioning. 2012 didn't get it. 13 didn't get it. 2014 was the magic number. It's funny. I was at a cook-off in San Antonio, Texas, and we were set up. This was a Friday night, and we already had my big meats smoking, and this was Friday evening, maybe 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and I get a phone call, and I can't remember the name, but he goes, "This is so-and-so with BBQ Pitmasters," and I thought it was somebody who's joking around with me, and no, he kept on going. I was like, "Okay, who is this?" And anyways, he told me, "BBQ Pitmasters, you made it, dude. You're on. Can you make it to Florida by Sunday?" I was like, "Yeah, right." He says, "No, I'm serious. You want to be on the show, man. You got to make it to Florida by Sunday." I was like, "Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me get your number."
And what day? And what day was he calling you?
What's that?
What day was he calling you? Friday?
This was a Friday evening, and we're already set up at a cook-off cooking.
Yep. Okay.
And anyways, I was like, "Okay, hold on. Let me make a couple of phone calls." My first call was to Blake Moody in Florida. And at the time, Blake was using a gravity feed system from Stumps. And that's what I was using at the time also in my competition cooking. And I knew that. So I called Blake and I said, "Hey, Blake, is there any chance I can borrow your smoker, dude? Sunday. Better yet, can you take it to me Sunday? And he was like, where to? I was like, let me get the directions and all that. He said, I'll make it happen. But come find out, it was like 4 hours away from home.
Oof.
I know, it's crazy. And man, I gave him all the credit for taking me the smoker, but it was 4 hours away, and he brought it to me, and we made it happen. That night, after I talked to him, I was in the crowd, and I was looking around to see who could go with me, because I couldn't take my original partner. He wasn't around. And I found Wade in the crowd. He's a good friend of mine. He's sponsored me for other events and stuff like that. And I picked him out of the crowd. I said, Wade, dude, you won't believe it, man. I got picked for BBQ Pitmasters. You think you can go with me? He was like, hell yeah, let's do it, man. So his wife booked the flights, and we flew out that night. I left at the time I had a fifth wheel with a toy hauler with everything laid out, the smokers and everything was going. I left a couple guys in charge. I said, man, got to finish my cook and see y'all later. And,
Wow.
And what's funny is the only thing I took was a suitcase, one of my rubs, a few knives, and that's it. Showed up to Florida, joined Blake and brought my smoker. Me and Wade went to Walmart. I bought a $20 grill to cook a $50,000 steak.
That is awesome.
And we ended up winning BBQ Pitmasters in the Texas edition.
Oh my God, that is an awesome story.
And in that one, you went up. Who did you go up against? That it was you. Was it Ernest?
No, it was Matt Pittman and
Matt Pittman.
Matt
from
Pittman.
Church.
Yep.
JD Davidsmeyer from San Antonio.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Went to Walmart and bought a $20 grill to cook a $50,000 steak.
The greatest.
Nice.
I think that's the greatest line of barbecue right now.
Oh,
Yeah. Guess what? I still have that grill, and it's going to go at the restaurant. I still haven't had a chance to take it. But
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
Put it up there. Yeah.
nice. Are you planning on holding any, or have you held any SCA events at your restaurant yet?
No, but you know what? That's super interesting because I really want to have some SCA events, which is the State Cookers Association events.
Yes.
And, man, I think they're awesome. I think it's a new deal. It's not a new deal. It's been going on forever, but I was one of the first cookers at the time to be one of the first members. So I think it's an awesome deal ever since they introduced it to me. And ever since then, I knew it was going to be a super awesome hit. And sure enough, it is. It's worldwide now. So.
Oh, yeah, they've grown
leaps
very
and bounds.
fast in a short period of time once
Yeah.
they joined the MBBQA, side of it as
And
well.
they've been teaming up with a lot of KCBS events. They'll have the
Sure.
SCA on Friday, or first thing on Saturday before all the other turn-ins. They'll have that go at it. So they're everybody's combining forces, which is nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's meat.
It is. It's
and it's food, which brings people together.
Absolutely.
So I have a question, and you don't have to answer it, and I hope I'm not, giving away any secrets. But you cook, obviously, your Texas briskets, huge. Are you using two smokers? Are you starting it in one smoker and finishing them off in another smoker?
No, briskets, I'm using they're J&R manufactured in Oider.
Oh, yep.
It's a rotisserie, all wood smoker. We smoke our briskets for maybe 18 hours. It's all wood.
Okay. So you don't, the briskets don't see the Myra mixing smokers.
They don't. The only thing I see the mixing smokers is my pork ribs, the pork belly, and sometimes, all the time, the whole hogs. We do whole hogs on them.
Okay. And what do you got? You got two J&Rs at the restaurant right now?
I got one J&R 700 model, and then we got two Myra Mixon 72 XC, which is the X capacity. I have two of those, the H2Os, and we got, let me see, it's the Old Hickory. We have an Old Hickory rotisserie that we use for our chicken and sausage.
Okay. What are you cooking the hogs on?
Myron Mix and H2O.
The H2Os, okay.
The 72XC, correct.
What size hog can those fit?
I think you can get a 220-pound hog,
Ooh.
2 of them in each one.
Wow. 2 of them in each one?
2 in each, correct.
Wow.
They're massive. They're awesome smokers.
Those are big.
That's a big smoker. Oh, yeah.
It is. They're huge.
Wow.
That's what the head off. But, I mean, you can make them fit easy.
Yeah.
Then 180-pound with the head on, so.
Nice. Now, when you're doing whole hog, you opening up the pig, or you're not just smoking it on its stomach. You're actually flipping it over, butchering it a little bit and opening it up and laying it out flat.
We are, yes. We're laying it out flat. That's what's easier for me, and this I have help. We can do it otherwise, but majority of the time when we do, like next week, we have a big event, and we're going to be doing a whole hog for the event. It's going to be like a beach bash type setup, and it's going to be cool. We're going to make it fun, and the people are going to come up to the smoker and pick their own meats. And I got a big old antique chopping block from the 1900s that I set up over there close to my smoker, and I start chopping wood, chopping the meats. Mm-hmm. If they want a little bit of pork belly, I'll get some pork belly for them. If they want a little bit of the ham, I mean, we make it to where the customer can choose what they want as they're coming through.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And people like seeing that as well,
Oh, yeah.
It's such a spectacle to when you're at a pig roast or, and you're just like, oh, I want that piece. Sure.
Sure.
Here you go.
Have that piece.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And what's crazy, guys, is that, Texas is not known for whole hogs, nothing like that. I'm introducing all this stuff here in this area, especially in Texas. There's maybe 1 or 2 other folks that do whole hogs, and I'm one of them. And, I learned from some of the best on whole hogs. I know y'all know who Walter Stump is.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's, I went down there to Georgia, and we got to hang out the entire weekend. I learned how to do whole hog from him. So he's one of the best. And, of course, I changed my ingredients a little bit and stuff like that. But you learn from him, man. You learn from the best.
Nice. Now, you injecting the whole hog when you're doing it?
I do inject.
Okay.
Correct. I do inject. I think it needs it, for the duration of the cook, just to keep it moist, tender. I've done it without it. You can get by, but it's not the same. I think an injection just helps out, especially in the tenderloin area. So
now, do you pack the tenderloin at all? I hear a lot of people would fill it underneath with like sausage, or hell, even a couple guys throw a whole brisket under there just to kind of vary the temp so the tenderloin doesn't dry out.
What I do, I fillet a couple of pork butts, and that's what I lay out across, because we'll end up chopping that as well.
Very interesting.
Mm. Yeah. Some people do bacon, lay out bacon, stuff like that. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Bacon.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. What else?
And what I've done also is some pork loins, just some big regular pork loins, and you can also lay them across just to kind of build up the meat capacity in that area, so it could have the duration of the cook, so it can withstand the heat and stuff. So.
Yeah, my wife calls pork loin pork tube.
Pork tube.
Pork tube.
Can we get some pork tube tonight?
There you go.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yep.
Whatever works, as long as you know what the hell you're buying.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As long as you can translate it into the grocery store, you're all right to go.
Yep.
All right, so Junior, I got an offbeat question for you.
Okay.
Even you probably won't even get this one.
Okay.
Have you finished the Cadillac?
Ah.
No, not really. There's so many things I want to do to it, but it's a '76 Cadillac. It's been lowered and stuff like that. It's original paint, original interior. It's in phenomenal shape, and there's only so much I want to do to it because such a cool ride as the way it sits.
Yeah, because I remember a couple months ago you actually did put a poll out on your Facebook page when you were looking at 3 different style of rims.
Correct.
Nice.
I did. I ended up just keeping the stock wheels, and I customized those. And as a matter of fact, Discount Tire, they ordered me some wheels and tires for it. Maybe like 4 months ago. I still haven't gone to pick them up, but I need to go do that, I guess. Yeah.
It doesn't have.
I did put some barbecue plates, and it says barbecue guy on the license plate.
License plate.
Oh, that's awesome.
Plates. Nice.
Yeah. And of course, you got to put the dice. I put some dice in there.
You should just bring it to the restaurant and just have it as a showpiece.
We do. I do it on Saturdays. I'll take it out there, and man, people love it. And
I do have one more question for you, Junior, from the chat room. Our friend Kent, he does a show with our friend CJ called The Hot Seat, and they actually did a little thing a couple weeks ago with Harry Sue. And he wants to give you the open invitation to join the hot seat. It's usually on Thursday nights. So if you're interested in that, I can let me know after the show, and I can get you the contact information with those guys. It's a really good show. They do a lot of great things. We were on it on Valentine's Day, at least if you can remember it.
I got shit-faced. So you'll be able to, you can watch highlights of it.
I'm going to watch it now.
You've never heard the word chili more in your life than listening to that one podcast.
Well, Junior.
Pork tube, right?
Yeah, pork tube.
Junior, thank you for joining us, taking some time out of your day to hang around with us two goons. So thank you so much. That's it for this week, folks. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. You can catch the video on Facebook and YouTube, catch the audio on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and other catches. On social media, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Pit Life BBQ. We'd love to hear from you. Please send your questions and comments to Pit Life BBQ Podcast at gmail.com. Please subscribe, like, rate, and review. Hit the share button, spread the word. And also, guys, just another, I'm going to bring it up every week. Mason's Army, our friend BK, is they're having a fundraiser with our friends at New England Pitmasters, Kevin Ure and Chris Crawdaddy Crawford. And that is June 2nd at the American Legion. June 22nd, my apologies. At the American Legion in Londonderry, New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. You can catch it, Mason's Army's Facebook page, New England Pitmasters. We have a post on our page for any ticket information and donation information, anything you guys can help that out with. BK's nephew has been diagnosed with leukemia, so to help him out, help the family out. It's a great cause. And
if you're in Midland area, Junior's Up In Smoke restaurant, and then also when they're available, Junior's Rub for Grub. And, other stuff from upinsmokebarbecue.com. So definitely go check them out.
Awesome. Like I said, Junior, thank you very much.
Thank you, Junior.
You have an open invitation, my friend. And that's it for this week. Keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.